So, I thought all of us agreed that it's only Regina Daniels that can advise us in this country. So, what's the madness? Like, what's going on? Why the hate? Why the backlash? I mean, it's crazy, guys. We're going to be talking about this today, and I would like to welcome you to another wonderful episode of The Kiwi Show. How are we doing? It's nice to have you guys back. Yay! Okay, so I am your sweet host, Jessie Rogers, here on The Kiwi Show. How are we doing? If this is your first time seeing my pretty face, how about you click that like button? Do not forget to subscribe and share to your friends. So, on today's episode of Basketball Stir My Knee. Now, I don't know if I should go back to, you know what? Let's go back to the very beginning. Who is Regina Daniels? Who exactly is this person that we are about to dissect? All right, Regina Daniels is a Nollywood film actress and a model. She was born in Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria on October 10, 2000. Her mother, Rita Daniel, is also an actress and a film producer and the chairperson of the Actors Guild of Nigeria in Delta State, Nigeria. Regina Daniels grew up in Asaba, Delta State of Nigeria, and she has 5 siblings, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. She is the youngest child in her family, last born, and one of her role models growing up was the Academy Award-winning actress Angelina Jolie herself. So she had always dreamed of becoming an actress. However, in 2019, she tied the knot with the businessman and lawmaker Mr. Ned Nwoko, despite their massive age gap. This whole situation sparked up a lot of criticisms from fans and other concerned netizens. Why are we reading all these things about Regina and her husband? Why am I telling you people this? This man started achieving these milestones, back in the days, long way before many of us were born. Okay, so now, my goodness, this is the person that Regina got married to in the year 2019. Okay, when she married this man, everybody was concerned because they felt that the age gap was too much. But we still had very many others who at the end of the day said, you know what, I beg Joe, it's her business, it's her life, it's her choice. Anybody can decide to marry whoever it is they want to marry. A lot of people expressed happiness for their marriage, okay, saying that it is nobody's business who the young girl decide or who has decided to marry, while others continued in their concern. So like I ask again, why am I bringing up this historical events? Now I will tell you. Recently, our actress, our, fave, Regina Daniels, released a video on Instagram concerning the protest that started on August 1st. Now, if you watch this video, you see that she didn't exactly, say something bad. Let's take a look at this.
Today is August 1st, which is day 1 of the national protests in Nigeria. We all know that the masses are suffering. We all know that the masses want a better way of living, hence the protests. And there is nothing wrong in protesting. Absolutely nothing wrong in wanting a change or a better way of living. There is nothing wrong in airing your voices. But there is everything wrong in violence. Once violence gets involved, it defeats the whole purpose of a protest. So please, I urge everyone to try and make this protest as peaceful as possible, so that the voice of the masses will be heard and actions will be taken on it, and everyone will return to their homes in one piece. We have seen series of violent protests. We know how it all went. All we can hope and pray for is that this protest goes differently, and still your voices will be heard and actions will be taken on it. Once again, this is a call for a peaceful protest. Thank you.
So now the question is, why did this video get so much hate from Nigerians? The comments were so funny. As a matter of fact, I considered them hilarious. Why? Because shortly after her marriage, and everybody could see how luxurious she was living, how happy she was, a lot of people took to the internet to type how, you know what, it's only Regina Daniels that can advise me in this country now, and I will listen. Now she has eventually seen a good reason to advise Nigerians. And she comes out to advise, and we're still fighting. People are attacking her. Nigerians are attacking her. This was the first video she made. This one that just played. It was the first video she made. And I listened thoroughly to the ending of that video. I honestly cannot understand where the hate came from. As if it wasn't enough backlash, she proceeded to drop the second video. Let me give you guys a sneak peek. completely unbothered by the previous backlash, she dropped a second one. I mean, those who care, care, and those who don't. I don't know if you understand. So she makes this video, she drops it, and the thing increases, the backlash increases, and the Nigerians are on her neck, trying to, bully her and whatnot. And I'm trying to understand, what did she say that is so wrong? Following the recent one she just dropped, where she was in a Muslim attire, and she decided to blast Nigerians back with the energy that they've been giving her since the first video. I mean, you guys should take a look at this. Take a look at this.
Everyone, you see what is happening in the north? Hoisting the Russian flag. Is that what we want? Mind you, whatever happens in the north can get to you. I preached against violence, and ignorant Nigerians said, oh, it's because I'm privileged, it's because I'm opportune. Yes, the fact remains that I am privileged and opportuned. But that doesn't stop me from understanding that my nannies needs to be paid extra. Or stop me from understanding that my gateman or my cooks needs to be well catered for because of insecurity and extra bills to be paid in Nigeria. The point remains that Nigeria cannot be changed in a day, and not by one man. I am not speaking for the government, neither am I speaking for you people to love me, because I don't need it. I am just stating the obvious facts, and that's the truth. The earlier we all realize that this protest is turning to something else, the better for us all. And that's it.
So, this particular one now, this particular video now, you should see the comment section. Who is she shouting at? Who is her mate here? The different comments flying and a whole lot of things. Now, I saw a lot and lots of comments on this particular post, but the one that caught my attention, someone said, the message is right, but it's coming from the wrong person. You know what I think? I think Nigerians are very unserious human beings. Yes, very unserious. Because what exactly do Nigerians want? Let me start from there. What do Nigerians want? If this girl didn't note, we do not take sides on the Kiwi show. So drop whatever bias it is you're about to listen to this video with. Just drop it in your kitchen or drop it somewhere, okay? And listen with an open mind. This video is not made to support anybody or support any celebrity. What we do here on the Kiwi show is to critically analyze matters. Now, when I saw the first video and I saw the backlash, I was like, Nigerians, sha. But what actually interested me right now is the way she fired back in the, recent video she just dropped. I mean, it's upsetting because when you thoroughly examine the content of the previous videos she had posted concerning the protest, she didn't exactly say anything wrong. Now let's look at this comment. And I ask again, what do Nigerians want? If this lady didn't come out to say anything concerning the protest, like she just decided to sit down in her husband's house enjoying lasagna or spaghetti bolognese or whatever it is that luxurious, rich people enjoy. She decided to cross her legs and sit back, knowing that she's always secure because of the wealth of her husband. The same Nigerians, you people will still complain. You people will still troll her for that. But now she has come out to I thought you people said it's only Regina that can advise you. She has come out to advise you people. And the core of her message was peaceful protest. Let us protest in peace. Now you're saying the message is the right one, but from the wrong person. Why is she the wrong person? Because she's married to an older man. Some people in fact, let me read some comments for you. Somebody said, take this video down. You're too young to advise your elders. If the country was good, you wouldn't marry your grandfather. Another person said, Madam, I don't think you're qualified to give anyone advice now. If Nigeria was better, will you marry your ancestor for survival? Deep. Here's the problem. These were the same people, it's the same Nigerians that said, oh, it's okay for her to get married to whoever she wants to get married to. That she's just offering her 2 cents like any other normal influencer or any other normal person in Nigeria. She's no longer going to be heard anymore. Why? Because of that same marriage. That same marriage that Nigerians are saying it's okay. In fact, she can advise me. Now, all of a sudden, she's not supposed to advise anybody. Let me ask 2 questions that might have some of you, want to chop my head off. But I mean, it's critical analysis. So I will say it. The first question I want to ask is, if you are very hungry, that is, you are so hungry, your tummy is, dealing with you and making all sorts of instrumental sounds, okay? And somebody offers you food. Someone genuinely gives you food. Whether the food is in a takeaway plate, or it's in a foil, or it's in a glass plate, or it's in a nylon, a waterproof, or it's inside a plastic plate, whatever, or it's inside a bowl. As long as that is good food, nicely prepared jollof rice with chicken, will it matter what was used to serve it when you are very, very hungry?
I mean, just think about it. Will you at that point be thinking of what was used to serve you the food? If you are very hungry and you have no other option. This country and the situation of the bad governance that has led youth to... Regina is still a youth. Despite whoever it is she's married to, I believe she has the right to express whatever feelings, because everybody is expressing their feelings, their opinions. And if you think about it very well, she puts that thing on her social media. All right? If you are not happy with somebody, it's crazy. If she had come out to say something we can tag bad or controversial now, it would have been another ball game. I'm finding it really funny because I need to understand why the hate is so intense. Because she's married to an older man. No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's the first question, all right? Because look at the line of the message. Peaceful protest, Ejo. Because we have seen the consequences of, violent protests in times past. Second question I have for you. You're saying she's too young to advise her elders. Okay. No problem. She's too young to advise her elders. But it's okay for you to call a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old Papa prophesy in church. You believe that a 12-year-old is capable of having anointing and bringing down heaven. That is the truth. There's every possibility. There's every possibility that young people can carry the power of God and do wondrous things and do wonders in church. You can believe that. You can kneel down and allow a little child lay hands on you and pray for you. But you do not believe that a few words of wisdom can come out of the mouth of a 24-year-old or a 25-year-old. How is it not? Make it make sense. Despite the fact that she's a youth, or despite whoever it is she's married to, she's a mother. If you critically, just calm down and listen to the words of her, that's the content of her first video and the second video. Before this third one, she decided to go lion mode. The first two videos, I don't see anything wrong with what she said to Nigerians. She made a plea, let us be peaceful. Because if you look at it very well at the end of the day, when you decide in fact, let's let her not advise you, no problem. Let her not advise, decide to go violent. At the end of the day, who is it going to hurt? It's us, Nigerians, at the end of the day. It's going to affect us. If you go violent, what has violence done over time? Let us look at it. Let us get into that chapter. What exactly has violence profited? If you die in the process of a protest, how sure are you that Nigeria will become better? If you die today as a result of violent protests and you lose your life, in 2050, Nigeria might still not have gotten any better. Do you want us to recount the number of persons that have died for the country's sake? Yet nothing's changed. Onyeka Onwenu just died at the age of 72, or was it 74? 74. She died. Despite the number of protests she had done in times past and, a lot of, admonishing and whatnot. The penning downs that she did, both in music, in politics, everything she did. Her whole activism, her whole life activism and whatnot for this country. Where is Nigeria today? That even fuel that is our natural resources is not even affordable anymore for the average man. Food is expensive. So even the poor person now can't even feed properly anymore. Prices of everything in the market is increasing, but the salaries are not increasing. How many people have died? Should we talk about Fela? Should we talk about other heroes in the past? Should we talk about the young stars that died at Lekki toll gates? Still, where is Nigeria today? We are still doing another protest that is transcending from one protest to another type of protest. So if you die in violence, what are you going to gain? So how can you say that the reason why somebody shouldn't express their feeling is because she's married to an older man? Let me tell you people something. If Nigeria should burn today, the elite class, they won't be affected. Regina Daniels that you were attacking and fighting and you want to chew her neck off that she shouldn't talk. If you decide to not listen to her and, go on ahead with your violence and whatnot, when you do that and let's say anarchy or whatever, and something really intense starts in the country, private jet will just come and pack Ned's family and, take them to safety. Hello? Now we go still so this her 2 cents where she offer now. Why is it such a problem? Why the hate? How can you not just exclude that's her marital status or whatever? Shebi people said it's not anybody's business who she marries. So why is that now a yardstick to crucify her for airing her honest, sincere opinions? This, like I said before, this is not me supporting anybody. I just want you to critically think. Because I saw another comment that piqued my interest that said she's married to one of the people that are still eating the country's money. She's eating the country's money, all right? So she's one of them. She has no right to talk, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Remember the introduction I gave you about Ned Nwoko, right? Before this man got into politics, I know most of you are going to come for me and cut off my head. No, no problem. But I say things as they are. Maybe he is part of the corrupt leaders eating the country's funds. No problem. Or maybe he's not. Here's the issue that I have with that comment. Not every rich man in the country is eating the country's money, and I stand on it. There are legal businessmen out there that are earning their living in an honest way. How are they eating the country's money? I've noticed Nigerians like to tag once somebody is doing well, or maybe somehow you are close to power of some sort. You are oppressing the people. You are gathering the country's money. Before Ned got into politics proper, you saw the transition. You saw his life. First off, he was born into royalty. Now, there are a lot of royal princes in this nation that are not doing anything other than sitting on their thrones and marrying different wives every day, that have not really achieved anything substantial for themselves. Believe you me, if Mr. Ned or Prince Ned Nwoko had sat down in his father's palace and was just enjoying life and womanizing up and down, he wouldn't have achieved the milestones that he had achieved. He owns the biggest black law firm, for crying out loud, in the UK. These things couldn't have been achieved with somebody just, yes, maybe he was born in privilege, he was born royalty, but I believe some level of work was put in. If he had sat down one place, he wouldn't have gotten all the things he got. So I believe there's already, from the beginning of his life, the man was born with a silver, let me even call it golden spoon. There's already money entering inside his life from the very beginning. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. He had already achieved some things for himself before he decided to join politics and probably collect people's money like people have accused him of. Okay? But you cannot say that every single rich man out there in Nigeria is eating the country's money. I beg to differ. Okay? That's my own standpoint on the issue. Now, I'm not trying to declare Ned Nwoko completely innocent of all the accusations that have been leveled against him and, him and his wives eating the country's money. I'm not here to completely tag him innocent. But there are some mentalities that we need to let go of as Nigerians. Because, it's painting us to be bitter. Yes, so in this kind of country, one would be bitter and frustrated and angry all the time. The truth of the matter is we don't even like seeing successful people. Yes, that is the simple truth. We don't like seeing people that succeeded in this country. Most Nigerians, we don't just like it. We don't like it that other people are successful. It automatically turns to, oh, you are eating the country's money. Or, they just look for something else. Haba. The poor girl just said, oh, please, Nigerians, you see how she just, let's have a peaceful protest, okay? The violence will not get you anything with her sweet English. And Nigerian says she should go and sit down because she's married to someone that's old enough to be her grandfather. Honestly, here's the core of this video. I think sometimes Nigerians, we just need to calm down. For real. We are smart people. Nigerians, we're like one of the smartest people in the world, smartest group of Africans in the world. People envy us. Yes, I'll put it at that. A lot of other countries and tribes and races, some of them want to be Nigerian. I'm not even going to cap. Should I, talk about how most foreigners are trying to hop on Afrobeat? Or is it the ones that will come online to create content when they are eating, you see a full-blown Westerner eating fufu and egusi soup and rating it, Nigerian food this, Nigerian food that. Should I calculate the number of foreign people out there who are married to Nigerians? I mean, Nigerians, we should actually be one of the most successful people out there. I mean, country-wise, as a nation. We should be topping the charts in everything. But we let little things like, tribalism, little bits of jealousy and all this other nonsense get in the way. Nobody's supporting anybody. We don't do that on the Kiwi Show. We don't do that. I told you before. We don't do that. Okay? But Jesus, we need to calm down. If you go through, so I actually started, feeling a little bit bad going through the comment section under this girl's posts. Haba, cut her some slack now. At least she's involving herself in the minutest way that she can, in the littlest way that she can. Every Nigerian is involving themselves in this protest. Even down to the common man, everybody. To tell you how the thing is touching everybody. You cannot come and tell somebody that she should shut up because she's married to an umpa, according to you people. Come on, Nigerians, we need to chill. Take a chill pill, okay? Okay, fam. Honestly, like I said before, I'm confused. I'm really, really confused about this level of hate. So if you have an answer as to why this hatred is so immense, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Please tell me, what do you think? What is your hot take on this matter? All right. Would it actually have been okay for Regina to shut her mouth up? Would it actually have been the best from her, considering her status and everything that she has, tagged herself to be over time? Would the best thing for her in this particular, if she didn't even involve herself, and if she comes out in the future to do anything, people will still drag her. Did you say anything during the protests? So I mean, you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I will be reading. So if you enjoyed this video, how about you click the like button,
Do not forget to subscribe and, of course, share to your friends. I am your wonderful host, Jessie Rogers, here again on the QA Show, and it was nice having you guys here again. And until next time, my darlings, when I'll be bringing you interesting, hot, sizzling gist. For now, it's bye-bye.